Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here with us today. We are starting the press conference for the championships game of the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague. Representing FC Barcelona, we have Pau Gasol and coach Sarunas Jasikevicius. Representing Anadolu Efes Istanbul, we have coach Ergin Ataman and Larkin. We will open the floor for questions for both on-site media and remote media by this order. But first, I would like to invite our guests to make some opening remarks about the game. Pau, if you don't mind breaking the ice.
Sure, why not? Good morning, everyone. We're obviously excited about this opportunity. We played a tough game last night, and we're going to have to prepare against a very good team in Efes. So nothing. Looking forward to answer your questions.
Thank you, Pau. Coach, please, whenever you
want.
All
right. Good morning. Congratulations to both teams on making the final. Probably this is where we want to be at the beginning of a season, so we feel very fortunate. Like Pau said, had a tough one yesterday, got a chance to rest a little bit. Now we will start the preparation process for Efes, so looking forward to it.
Thank you, Coach. Coach Ataman, please.
Yes, good morning, everybody. We had both teams had a tough semi-final games, but now we will join in the final. For us, is the second consecutive final after 2019. Of course, same, we are tired now. We didn't have yet time for rest, for the preparation. But for sure, we will make our best to prepare and to play a good game. Good luck for Saras and Barcelona team.
Thank you very much, Coach. Shane, please.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. This was our goal to get to this point in the season, to be in the championship game. So just extremely happy to be here, grateful for the opportunity. Good luck to both teams, and looking forward to the game.
Thank you all. It's time for questions. Please raise your hand if you want to make a question and say your name and the name of the media you represent. We start with two questions here at the front, please.
Buenos días, Cés Viralta de Barça TV. La pregunta primero para Saras. Saras, ayer decías que se tenía que mejorar la defensa respecto al partido de ayer. No sé si esto también, la defensa del partido de mañana, ya pasa para que los jugadores estén ya centrados, focalizados en lo que tienen que hacer en el partido ya desde allá mismo.
Sí, bueno, como he dicho ayer, hay que mejorar y hay que mejorar mucho. Ayer solo hemos defendido bien en un cuarto, que era último, que hemos dejado anotar 11 puntos. Yo creo que el rival incluso mejor que ayer, sobre todo en ataque. Y bueno, sí que tenemos que ser mucho más físicos y tenemos que ser mucho más centrados. Si les tenemos que hacer que no se sientan cómodos. Y bueno, pero sobre todo digo que seguir más el game plan, seguir estando más centrados y ejecutar.
Thank you. Next question, please. Yes.
Es una pregunta para el señor Jasikevicius. Víctor Lavagnini, Televisión de Cataluña. ¿Cuál es el estado físico de Nika Lates?
Bueno, Nika ha hecho pruebas, no tiene nada grave. Yo creo que mañana por la noche será decisión de partido. Y antes del partido vamos a ver cómo está y decidiremos si puede jugar o no.
Thank you. Let's go there at the back. There are a couple of questions.
Hello, for Coach Jasikevicius, I'm Jan Nonona from Newspaper L'Equipe. You've been in that position in the past as a player to play final games. I wanted to ask you what you kept of that, and what's the very special state of mind when you get into a final game, and how do you want to transmit that to your players? Thank you.
Well, I think the stakes are even higher. It's one level up. The opponent is better. It's probably two best teams in the EuroLeague, and your execution, your physicality, your mental preparation has to be even higher. I mean, this is the highest as it gets in European basketball. So you really have to have the right mentality and the concentration, execute, and be brave, and go for it.
Thank you. So we go to
Good morning, everybody. My question is for Mr. Ataman. Coach, you are on the edge of becoming the first Turkish coach if you win the title. Does it make any pressure on you?
Şimdi İspanyol basına hep İspanyolca soru sordu. İspanyolca cevap verdiler. Ben de onun için daha rahat olmam açısından Türk basınına Türkçe cevap vereceğim. Benim Türk koç olarak EuroLeague'i kazanıp kazanmamam benim için hiçbir önemi yok. Önemli olan Anadolu Efes takımının bu 2 yıldır süre gelen güzel basketbolunu artık en büyük kupayla taçlandırması. Onun için oyuncularımın en iyi şekilde finalde mücadele edeceklerine inanıyorum.
Bahadır Akgün, Europe's Turkey. Shane, you've had brilliant performances against Barcelona for 3 years now. You've had some unpleasant surprises for them. Most of the time, if I'm not mistaken, you're averaging like 21 points per game against Barcelona. How does it feel to be playing against them in the final, especially after after such a semi-final for you? What do you feel about this game for considering your past performances? Thank you.
Well, you got to take every game one game at a time, and the final is going to be a different experience. It's one game to all, so the defensive intensity on both sides is going to be very important. So I expect them to come out very aggressive. We're going to come out very aggressive, and you've played against a team a certain amount of times in a regular season. It doesn't compare anything to the finals, so it's going to be a competitive game, and just looking forward to it.
Okay, next question, please.
From Italy. A question for Coach Ataman and a question to Pau Gasol. Coach, yesterday you made the game. You led by 21. Then it was a last shot game, as it was in Madrid twice. Does it worry you this some blackouts that you have in the last quarter? And to Pau Gasol, I guess this is your first EuroLeague final, if I'm not wrong. How it feels comparing to the NBA finals to 20 years in NBA, playing at your age for the first time for the title with your camiseta blaugrana, which you were born.
Okay, I think that every game has a different history. Also during the season, it's correct that sometimes we won or we lost some games like this in the last quarter. But there is a reality that we won many games also with a huge point difference. We are the best team on the point difference in the EuroLeague. So yesterday in the last quarter we made some very important mistakes, but with all the respect that Will Clyburn made a extremely great game on the isolation, especially also Daniel Hackett. And we reached the game, it's true, but I believe that in my philosophy, so every game will have a different history.
Thank you, Coach. Pau?
I'm really just excited about this opportunity. I don't look at the past. This is a great title to play for. I joined the team literally, I don't know, not even 2 months ago. And I'm just really grateful for being here and being part of this great team and having a chance to win the EuroLeague title. I don't have many games left after such a long career, so I just want to make sure I contribute and do my part and enjoy this moment and get after it. As Sarah says, it's a final, and you got to play to win. So just do everything we can to give ourselves the best possible chance.
Thank you. Next question in the back of the room, then we go to the front left.
Hello everybody, my name is Antonis Kalkavouras from Gazeta.gr, Greece. The question is for Shane Larkin. I would like to ask you, Shane, what Efes learned, after the last Final Four in Vitoria, and also about, the collapses that you had in the games against Real, that you lost a big advantage in game 3 and 4, and also in yesterday's semi-final?
Well, the experience in 2019 was a great experience for our team. That was the first time a lot of us had been to the Final Four. We were, grateful enough to play in the championship game. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out the way we wanted to, but it gave us the experience of knowing how to win those games, what it takes, the intensity that you have to have, and just the mental focus that you need to win some of those games. And in terms of the lapses on offense in those games in Madrid, I think we just relaxed. Everybody's human, and we just made some mistakes. But the biggest thing is to learn from those mistakes and just try not to let them happen again. And I think we've done a better job of that. Obviously, yesterday was another one of those games. But each game is its own entity. We just have to continue to stay focused, not take any breaths, not relax, not get complacent, and continue to push forward. And I think if we do that, we have a great chance to become a champion.
Thank you, Shane. Next question, please.
This question is for Coach Ataman. Hello, good morning. Marc Mundet, Barcelona, RAC-U. History of basketball is written by teams, by dynasties of teams. In this 21st century, we have seen several examples like Maccabi, like Panathinaikos, like Real. In 2019, you played the championship game with this core of players. Past season, stop it all when you were in the first spot in the regular season. It's true that nobody knows what should happen, but it interrupted you the opportunity to achieve the trophy. My question is, time goes by and FS still hasn't won the EuroLeague. Does this situation push you more pressure over your shoulders because you are in front of one of your last year opportunities with this core of players? Thank you.
So I believe that all teams that participate in this Final Four, they have same pressure because everybody come here for win the title. So it's same for us. So starting to the first day of the EuroLeague this season, we have this pressure because we think that also last year we deserved to come in these levels, but we didn't have a chance because everything was cancelled in one time. And now, of course, so we have this pressure, but every game in the EuroLeague, so nothing important to play the final or to play the playoffs in the regular season. So every game, I remember that every game in the regular season that we played with Barcelona was very tough game, like a final game. So tomorrow will be one more game, and the players will decide. So which players, which teams will be in the best performance, which players will be in the best performance, will take the title. Two great teams will be on the court tomorrow.
Thank you. Next question there at the very back. Vasilis, if I see right. And then we go to the right side, please. At the back of the room, yes.
Good morning, everybody. Good luck to both teams. Congratulations for your qualification to the final. I have a question for Pau Gasol and another one for Saras. My question to Pau is, what the late Kobe Bryant used to say before the finals and the crucial games, as a product of the Mamba mentality, and you will try today and tomorrow to transmit to your teammates in order to make the things happen?
We played 3 finals together, but Kobe didn't say a whole lot. He just brought the mindset and the aggressiveness and the leadership on the court. So again, this is a different situation. Even though we're facing a final, we're facing an important game. We all understand what we're playing for. Both teams have worked hard to get here and have earned a chance to play this final. And now it's just to go out there and compete and try to play better than your opponent and beat them. So that's what we'll try to do. This is a great opportunity and you just gotta go after it and do the best you can, and you know, and not waste it. So that's what we'll try to do.
Thank you, Pau. Next question.
Alex Viescas, del diario AS. La pregunta es para el coach Jasikevicius. No sé si la duda de Calates te condiciona mucho tanto la preparación para el partido como el plan para el partido.
Sí, está claro. Está claro que es nuestro cerebro, ¿no? El jugador que lleva equipo, pero bueno, a lo largo de temporada hemos tenido otras bajas, hemos tenido que poner jugadores en su sitio. Yo creo que es un poco next man mentality, ¿no? Si uno es de baja, pues tiene que jugar otro, y esto no es ninguna excusa. Tenemos que intentar hacer buen partido y ganar partido, pero si me preguntas si condiciona preparación y partido, pues claramente que sí.
Next question, please.
Luis Buixés de La Vanguardia, una pregunta para el señor Jasikevicius. Quería preguntarle si ya ha tenido tiempo de repasar el vídeo del partido de ayer y si hoy de manera más relajada ha sacado alguna conclusión de lo que pasó en el tercer cuarto. Gracias.
No lo vi partido de ayer porque ya en estos momentos no tienes mucho tiempo. Estaba viendo partido de CSKA contra EFES. Pero claro, si te mete 29 puntos, es mejor que yo no vea este partido ya.
Thank you, coach. Two questions on the left side.
Sí, es una pregunta para el señor Pau Gasol. Necesitamos una respuesta del jugador del Barcelona en castellano, en este caso. En alguna ocasión el señor Ataman ha dicho que su equipo juega el mejor baloncesto de Europa. Usted no ha podido enfrentarse a ellos durante la liga regular, evidentemente, todavía no forma parte de la disciplina del equipo. ¿Qué conoce de este grupo de tanto talento y tanta calidad individual, Anadolu Efes Istambul? Gracias.
Bueno, lo que conozco es que son el equipo que nos enfrentamos en la final y que es uno de los mejores equipos de la competición, con grandes jugadores. Entonces he podido ver el equipo desde la distancia y bueno, y ahora más de cerca. Un equipo que juega bien, sin duda, y que si no, no estaría aquí. Es que tampoco no tiene mucho más secreto que eso, ¿no? Ahora es un partido, es una final, y hay que prepararla bien y jugar con la máxima concentración, disciplina, dureza, agresividad, confianza para poder ganarla.
Thank you. Next question.
için başarılar diliyorum. Ejder Yasin Turan, ben TRT Spor'dan, bu arada bunu da belirteyim. Hocam son yıllarda Türk oyuncuların EuroLeague seviyesinde en üst düzeyde aldığı sürelerin azlığından ve pek de yeterli olmamasından bahsediyorduk. Ancak Sertaç Şanlı artık bir numaralı seçeneğiniz haline geldi. Onu nasıl değerlendiriyorsunuz? Dün de çok başarılıydı ve bu açıdan Türk oyunculara da genel olarak nasıl bir mesaj verirsiniz?
Şimdi benim için yani oyuncunun pasaportu hiç önemli değil. Yani oyuncu Avrupalı oyuncu da olabilir, Amerikalı da olabilir veya Türk de olabilir. Oyuncunun geçmişteki kariyeri de çok önemli değil. Önemli olan form durumu. Sertaç formda, özellikle EuroLeague sezonunun ikinci bölümünü çok iyi oynadı. Ve onun için de şu anda zaman zaman takımda ilk 5 olarak oynuyor. Ciddi süreler alıyor. Dün de aldığı süreleri çok iyi kullandı. Yani hem savunmada olsun hem hücumda olsun. Bu tabii ki yeni yetişen genç Türk oyuncular için de bir ışık oluyor. Çünkü bugüne kadar hep Türk takımlarının yabancı oyuncularla başarılı olduğu konuşuluyordu. Geçmişte EuroLeague'de özellikle. Demek ki yani Türk oyuncular da çabalarlarsa buralara gelebiliyorlar. Ve yani benim için de dediğim gibi hiçbir önemi yok oyuncunun Türk veya yabancı olması. Kim iyiyse o oynar. Sertaç da şu anda iyi olduğu için dakikaları alıyor.
Thank you, Coach. Next, please, Jan.
Okay, question for Pau. Jan Onona from L'Equipe. Pau, you've faced a lot of challenges in your career. I wanted to ask you if you could rank what you're trying to accomplish here. I mean, coming back from a 2-year injury, EuroLeague, maybe the Olympics. Could you rank this challenge with all the other ones? Thanks.
Well, every challenge has been different, and every moment in my life has been a little different. This one is definitely special, and I'm trying to take it in and do my best to enjoy it and to contribute and to make it even more special by helping the team win titles. I don't know. I can't really rank my different challenges. I think we all have ours, but it's definitely a special opportunity, and I just want to enjoy it. Just want to do my best. That's all.
So 2 questions here in the first row. First on the left side, please.
Bahadır Akgün, EuroLeague Türkiye. Koç, benim sorum size olacak. Sizin daha önce 3 farklı Avrupa kupanız bulunuyor. Montepaschi, Siena, Beşiktaş ve Galatasaray'la kazandığınız kupalardan bahsediyorum elbette. Ve tarihte daha önce 4 farklı Avrupa kupası kazanan yalnızca 2 koç var. Dušan Ivković ve Aito Garcia Reneses. Sizin bu ekipte 3. koç olabilecek olma şansınız var şu anda. Bununla alakalı neler hissediyorsunuz? Bu büyük onura erişmek sizin için nasıl bir his olur?
Teşekkür ederim soru için ama hiçbir şey hissetmiyorum. Ben sadece takımın yarın iyi oynayıp maçı kazanmasını hissediyorum şu anda.
Next here, please, in the first row, please. No? Here then, the right side. First row again.
Hola, buenos días. Una pregunta para el coach Jasikevicius, Luis Mendiola del periódico. Me gustaría saber, ya ha dejado claro que el tema de la defensa es algo que no le gustó, pero el mindset, la aproximación de su equipo, notó que esa es la mentalidad con la que tienen que jugar, la resiliencia que demostró. ¿Vio que el equipo dio un paso adelante a nivel de mentalidad en esta semifinal?
Bueno, yo creo que para nosotros, estando primer año todos juntos, ¿no? Con el staff nuevo, con el equipo que tiene nuevas caras, que Pau acaba de entrar, como he dicho, hace 2 meses, cada guerra es muy importante, ¿no? Es muy importante no solo ganar estas cosas, pero aprender, ¿no? Yo creo que nosotros estuvimos preparando un partido ayer. Lo que hemos preparado sucedió bastantes veces, no hemos conseguido castigar algunas cosas, nos ha sacado de algunos espacios ellos que no tenía que sacarlos si preparas bien las cosas y si estás centrado. Y luego lo que me gustó mucho que cuando lo teníamos muy difícil, pues hemos jugado más disciplinados, hemos jugado nuestra mejor defensa, ¿no? Que era en el último cuarto y que hemos sacado esto adelante, que también es muy importante, ¿no? Y siempre digo, no vale solo perder o ganar, también es muy importante aprender y tenemos 48 horas para aprender. Intenté ayer después partido un poco, dar el resumen de lo que nos pasó y bueno, queda poco y hay que mejorar.
Thank you, Coach. One more question at the back, and then we move, or 2 more questions here on site, then we move to remote media. Please. The back left.
A question for Shane Larkin. We've just been through the most competitive regular season in the history of the EuroLeague playoffs, the most Game 5s that have ever been held. And then last night, the smallest combined difference between 2 semifinal games. What does all that competitive build-up mean for Sunday, and have you ever seen anything quite like this as far as the tightness of all the teams?
No, actually I haven't. I've been in Europe for 4 years now, and it's definitely been the most competitive season that I've been a part of. The playoffs were extremely challenging for most teams. You saw everybody, well, not everybody, but most teams went to a Game 5. And it's just been a very challenging season. There's been a lot of different adversities that you've had to deal with. And I think it's going to continue on. The Final Four was extremely difficult for both teams. Both games came down to the wire. And I expect the same thing on Sunday. They're a great team. We're a great team. They deserve to be here. We deserve to be here. And both teams are going to do everything they can to become a champion on Sunday. So just got to go out there, fight, do the little things, and hopefully you come out on top.
So last question for on site for the moment here on the second row. And we move to remote.
Begüm Ünal, Trend Basket. My question is actually to both coaches. So we had an unusual season without the fans, with all the COVID pandemic. And I believe it was, for both of you, unusual because both of you are used to playing in front of very big crowds and chanting and everything. So tomorrow, one of you could win this title in an empty arena with no fans. What is the feeling with this? Does it feel sometimes awkward? Like, was there a moment yesterday that you say, okay, I wish my fans were here, that they were cheering for us?
I mean, we understand the times we're living in, right? I think we have to look at the positive things that in the world was going on with these situations. We are very fortunate to be having a season. We are very fortunate to be having a job. We went through the year, obviously, with some difficulties, but, you know, we did it. I think we have to be proud of that. Fans, I mean, you know, they are such a big part of our lives. You know, it's a lot of fun to play in the full arenas. There's no question about that. Final Four with this amazing arena here would be incredible with 20,000 people, but it is what it is, you know. Nothing we can control.
I agree 100% with Saras. So we are so sorry for all people that get infected with this pandemic on the world. Many people died. Many people lived very difficult moments, healthy, economically. And also in the sport, in the basketball, we suffered about this, but now we will play the final. The conditions is like this. Maybe it was better to choose some place to play this Final Four with the fans, but now everything is happened. Organization is very good, and tomorrow we will try to play our best basketball, and the people, our fans, will join to watch on TV. I hope that will be the last Final Four, last final in these conditions in the EuroLeague.
Thank you, coaches. So we move to remote media. The first question is coming from Serbia, Sport Club. Alexandra, please, whenever you want.
Okay, so I have first question for Shane Larkin. Coach Ataman said yesterday after the game that it wasn't a Shane Larkin day. So what do you think about that, and how do you feel about that? Is it true? And if we can get much more details about that. And one question about everyone. They already covered that question about fans, but I want to know how much do you miss much more journalists and medias on Final Four, and does it have any effect on the whole event?
Well, it's not necessarily a Shane Larkin day. It's an Anadolu Efes day. We won the game. We came to the final. And it doesn't really matter to me if I score, if I don't score. The winning is what's important. So I may not have had my best game yesterday, but as a team, we pulled through at the end and we got the victory. And that's all that really matters. We have another chance to become a champion, and that's what we're here for. So I'm glad that we were able to do that, and hopefully we become champions.
Thank you, Alexandra. Thanks, Shane. Next question, Lithuania, 15 minutes. Donatas Urbonas, please.
Labas rytas, Šarūnai. Didžiausios sėkmės rytoj finale. I have two questions for you again. Šarūnai, you won all 4 EuroLeague finals you've played in, and you played in championship teams under 3 different coaches like Pešić, Pini Gershon, and Željko Bradović. What do you remember the most about their pre-final routines, the way they tried to motivate their teams, and maybe there is something you took from them to this day to get your team ready for your first EuroLeague final? And before the next question, I want to send best wishes to Pietro Sibeta and you for your great autobiography. And I found it interesting in that book that Pau Gasol bought you tickets to watch the NBA draft ceremony in New York back in 2001. And when Pau was drafted third, he was booed by the fans in this ceremony. And your reaction was, let's go, boo him. But you'll see how much noise he'll make in the NBA. And it seems like his success in the NBA didn't surprise you, but tell us sincerely how surprised you were about the impact Pau made in Barcelona, Coming at the last part of the season, after not playing for almost 2 years, at the age of 40, but now making a huge difference in the game 5 of quarterfinals, or yesterday boosting the team in the semifinal game?
Well, always, free tickets is highly appreciated for the big events, No, I was very happy. I was just in New York at that point, so called up Pau, see if me and one of my buddies can go into the draft, watch him get booed very nicely in New York. Well, okay. Obviously, at this point, you don't know what's going to come out. He's so young, There's so many young, talented players coming into the NBA every year. I mean, what separates him, obviously, is his mentality and the humility and the work ethic. And this is exactly what we were hoping when he was coming in. We knew it would take a little bit of time. Pau was not playing for 2 years, sorry. We understood it probably will be a little bit of time till he feels the court, till he feels the teammate, till he understands the system a little bit, and obviously it's been a huge help. And to answer the first question about preparation, some funny stories, but everybody's trying to go home and prepare. I think they all have their best way. One extremely relaxed, one threw us out of the practice the night before the game. One talk about tactics all the time, so it's all these different things. Every coach trying to do their job the best way possible. That's what I will try to do.
Thank you, Coach. Thanks, Donatas. Next question, Eurohoops. Bugra Uzar, please.
Hi, I have a question for Pau Gasol. Pau, a lot of people define your performance like a fine wine. I know you already made a comment about your late friend Kobe Bryant's pre-game mentality, but if he was here right now and saw that you are carrying his Vino nickname so well, what would he tell you? Thanks.
I didn't know my nickname was Vino, but yeah, wine, fine, like a fine wine. You age well. I don't know. Anyway, look. I'm just trying to do, like I said, I'm trying to enjoy this. I'm trying to do my best. Kobe played as hard as he could, and he was always himself until the very last game, as we all saw. So I'm just going to try to, be me, but at the same time, do what I have to do, and with the coach and my teammates, compliment them, and that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm trying to do here, and enjoy this moment. Because it's a special opportunity, as we all acknowledged. So just get after it. He was special, one of the greatest players ever, if not the greatest for me. So hopefully he'll be watching.
Okay, thank you. Next question from Italy, from EuroLeague, Alberto Marzagli, please.
Okay, yes, thank you. I have two questions. One is for Coach Ataman and one for Pau Gasol. For Coach Ataman, everybody is always talking about Efes as the best basketball, okay, but particularly the best offensive basketball. Don't you feel that your defense is underrated? Because your best games came this year also with great defense. And for Pau, ¿cómo ves el futuro de Leandro Bolmaro y si está una parte particular de su estilo de juego que te ilusiona más? Gracias. Thank you.
I think that we play, our system depends too much to our perimeter players, and we play fancy basketball. So I have in the team star perimeter players. That Shane Larkin was the best player in the last 3 seasons in all EuroLeague. Micic this season, Bebois, Simon, and we play a running game. So I gave all freedom to the players, especially in offense. And for this, I think that everybody thinks that it's more offensive team, but our offense starts with our defense, because we need to make good defense, then to try to find early fast break points, early transition points, running game. and both combinations. If you are only offensive team, so you cannot come to this level. So it's both part, but I am happy because the people enjoy to play our basketball. Our players enjoy to play together. 3 years they play together. They share the ball very well. Every game, maybe we have different stars in the game, but we found a way to win. This is very important, like yesterday. So Larkin didn't score, but I am sure that tomorrow he will be the player to win the EuroLeague, like he gave us too much in the last 2 seasons.
Bueno, Leandro es un gran jugador con mucho potencial, que está contribuyendo, yo creo, que cosas muy importantes al equipo esta temporada. Me gusta mucho su capacidad atlética, pero también pues, su manera de ser. Creo que es un jugador humilde, con ganas de trabajar, con ganas de aprender, y esa es la mentalidad un poco y el camino a seguir, ¿no? Si quieres convertirte en un jugador especial. Y bueno, nada más, un gran chico que tiene un potencial grande y espero que nos siga ayudando el resto de la temporada de la manera que lo está haciendo.
Thank you both. We go for the last 2 questions. The first one is coming from Turkey, from Socrates. Bugra Balaban, please.
Hello, congrats for you all for the finals. My question will be for Shane. I would ask Coach Ataman's comments from yesterday, but he also, to the previous question, said that he is 100% sure about your performance for the final. You will be great and you will have your real game in the final. He also said this yesterday as well. So after such a tense game, such a tough game for you in the semi-final, how important is it for a star player to get the vote of confidence from your coach?
It's always important for your coach to instill confidence in you. And I know I've been here for 3 seasons and he's given me a lot of confidence. He's allowed me to grow and become the player that I am. He's just given me ultimate freedom on the court. So hopefully tomorrow I can go back to my regular game and I'll become a champion. You know, at the end of the day, it's not a single player that's going to win the game. So all of our teammates, regardless of who it is, 1 through 12, have to be able to come out there and perform. And it doesn't really matter about one specific player. It just matters about winning a championship. So it could be me, it could be Doj Balbai. It doesn't really matter who it is as long as we come out of the game as a champion. That's all that matters to me. I'm going to go out there, be aggressive, try to be myself, and do everything I can to help the team win. But becoming a champion is more important than one single person. So that's all that matters, and hopefully we come out on top.
Thank you. Good luck for tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shane. Last question from Eurohoops. Antonis Strogilakis, please.
Hello, everyone. Congratulations for making the EuroLeague Final and good luck. Tomorrow I have a question for Coach Sarunas Jasikevicius. Coach, Efes is a team that can kill you in so many ways, and with so many players, you coached one, Vasilij Micic, the newly crowned EuroLeague MVP. So what I want to ask you, is there an enemy, number one, a target, number one, that if you eliminate him, if you put him out of the equation, it automatically greatly increases your winning chances? Thank you.
No, I think like always, you have to think as a situation as a whole. I think in European basketball, you can take away one player. I mean, there's tactics you can do to him not to see the ball, but then the great teams, they have so many weapons that the other ones will come out and punish you even more. We have to understand that it's a final. It's going to be difficult moments. It's going to be spurts. You have to take a timeout, for example. You have to regroup a little bit. You have to come back stronger, and you have to continue going 40 minutes. You have to make everything for the players, for the big players. You have to make it as difficult as possible. We haven't had any meetings. Just watched a little bit of games, and this is what exactly everybody's trying to do, just to take down a little bit the percentage, win 1-2 points there and there, and that's how the game goes on for 40 minutes. Just they're gonna score, they're gonna make good plays, just keep going at it for 40 minutes.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Antonis. Thanks everyone for attending. Thank you to the 4 of you. We really appreciate you being here with us today, and good luck for tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.